activity is called Color Dash. And we're focusing on quick movements, changing directions. It's a lot of work on the legs with squatting. So a lot of the agility part. So in this one, you're going to need a stopwatch, some kind of tablet device if you want, or you can make and I'll explain in a minute, or you can print it out on paper. And then a rainbow set of cones. I'm using whatever kind of rainbow set of cones we have. I've got domes, I got the little field small cones, I got like the 18-inch and the 12-inch cones, so I've got some different sizes. I like the smaller ones for this activity because when in it, they really have to squat down for it. So here's how it's played. We put them in groups of 3. They can play as a group of 2. They can even play it by themselves. But we put our students in a group of 3. One person starts as the timer. They're going to keep track of the time. One person is in charge of the iPad. And I know it's probably going to be hard to see, but I'll put a link in the description below for this file. It's a Google slide. And I just put 10 colors in random order. Some obviously will repeat. So I just did 10 of them. So one person is going to have the iPad. This is what you can print off if you just make your own, handwrite them. If you don't have access to tablets or something. You could just handwrite it out for them and they would just call it out. So they're the caller, so they're going to call the color. Alright, and then they have one person in the middle. I'm going to put this down. And if you had a group of 2, the person calling the color is also going to be the stopwatch. So I'm facing this towards me so that I can see it, which is how you would do it if you only have one. So the person calling off the color is going to say the color. So they would say red. When they say the color, we start the timer, and the person in the middle will come down and touch the cone. See, that's why I like the smaller cones, they have to squat. As we tell our students, as they are approaching the cone or as they get to that color, call out the next color so they know. And we tell them that they're working as a group. They're not trying to compete against each other. You're trying to get your personal best. You're trying to get your best time as you can in any one of the lists. Okay? And then we ask you, like, which one did you do the best in? Which one was your fastest? So they bend down, and then they call the next color, which is green, and they can shuffle the green, and then I have blue, they say yellow, they say purple, and then they say orange, yellow, red, green, and when they call off the last color, which is orange, and I touch orange, the person calling would say stop, and the timer person will stop the time. Then I get to see what my score was, how fast I went, and then we rotate. And the way I rotated is the person in the middle became the timer. That way they can get their breathing back under control. The timer would then be the person calling off the colors. The color person would then come to the middle and do the movement in the middle. So that's how we kind of rotated. It worked out really well. If they're just partnered up, they'd switch. Okay? And so they just did that over and over again. They really liked it. I have in the slide 15 different color combinations. And you can feel free to use them or make them on your own. Like I said, look below at the description. I hope your students will enjoy this one. I'm Coach Pirillo reminding you to keep on moving.